Good morning. Wow, there's a lot of you here already. Awesome. Um, that's making me feel more stressed. Also, I don't know what's happening with my hair, but here it is. Okay, so hold on, because you know the game we play every Friday where I can't find myself. I'm here. I'm here. I just have to find me here. Oh, come on. YouTube, I don't have time. I don't have the patience. Doing okay, there I am. And I didn't even have to watch an ad, so I probably set it up wrong. Whatever, I don't care. Lauren, don't be mad. I'll fix it later. Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Chaos. It's my brand. Good morning. Good morning, Charlie, Lauren, Phyllis. Oh, Brittany's here. Brittany, fun fact, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Because of the spelling of your name, every time I see a text from you, I call you Brittini, like a martini. So I'm sure I'm not the originator of that. I'd love to be, but you will forever be Brittini to me. So, okay. I'm smiling right now because I feel super awkward. I feel very weird right now because I usually have happy YouTubes and, you know, good things to say. And unfortunately, today I have to talk about a lot of things that aren't positive. And if you've been with me for any amount of time, and believe it or not, you guys, 4 years we've been doing this, 4 years. Um, if you've been with me for any of that time, you know that I do try to keep it positive and light and happy. I do share with you some of the things that happen behind the scenes that aren't always good, but I always try to keep it as positive as I'm able to. And it's not because I'm a cheery, happy, wonderful person. It's just because I try to put nice things on the internet instead of more trash. So I am laughing right now. I'm sweating. You can't tell. I'm probably going to get red here. I'm going to get red here because this has been a week. This week has aged me and taken time off of my life as well. I am currently 75 years old. Um, yeah, so it's been a lot. Things happened this week that were outside of my control. And so, as I've said way too many times this week, myself and others are trying to make lemonade from the dirtiest, moldiest lemons possible. And we're trying to make it taste good. So, let's talk about it because I also have some good things to share towards the end. So it's fine. You Lauren is here. Lauren is here because I asked her and the other group of misfits as we are to join me if they could because there might be questions that I can't answer. And so we're gonna start with the stuff that I don't really want to talk about, but it has to be addressed. It has to be. And I volunteered as tribute to talk about it. And then we'll move on to how we're fixing it and the good stuff. So we're gonna get it out of the way. Um, wow, my hair is really gray. I need to get it colored. Okay, that's not why we're here. So let's start with how the week is going, how this week that has aged me is going. First of all, on a personal business note of my own, the website is still not working. So that's a huge, major bummer right now. That means I can't create income for 2 days now. The host is trying to take care of that, the domain people. It's something that happened very randomly, and I don't know why. And if Debbie is watching, Debbie placed an order Wednesday night and she was the last order that came through with sizes. And now anyone who's tried to place an order since then can't pick. So, as Nicole said yesterday, because Nicole was trying to cheer me up, she said it's kind of like a choose your own adventure, but also it's like a fun game. So if you want to spend money on the website and you don't care what I send you, that's kind of where we're at. So basically, when you look at a listing and it tells you the price range based on sizes, then when you go to choose one, you don't get a choice. So it's super fun. Not something I planned for. And, just adding on to the week. So I don't know. Is it better that everything just kind of went downhill this week and then maybe next week will be better? I don't know. We'll put that out into the world for all of us. So what we're going to do, hi, Brittany. What we're going to do today is we're going to discuss facts. We're going to talk about what is going on in the bag making community, what has happened, what has transpired, how it is affecting any of us that were connected to the So Magical Expo. What we're not here to do, what we are never here to do, is to badmouth and trash talk. That's not what we're going to do here. If you are feeling all the feelings, if you are mad, if you are quite frankly pissed off, I'm going to swear on YouTube for the first time ever. I don't care. I swear in real life a lot. If you are frustrated, if you are sad, if you are emotional, you have every right to feel that way. I am not here to tell you not to feel your feelings. Feel them. Be mad. Do what feels right for you. It is 100% okay. I am not going to negate how you feel. I'm not going to tell you that you need to feel bad for anybody or that you need to do something or feel a certain way that you don't. Because trust me, I have gone through all the emotions myself. And I'm going to say I a lot because I'm speaking from my point of view, but just know that I am well aware of the fact that I am not alone in this and that we are all dealing with this. So this affects every single person who had any connection whatsoever to So Magical. So I'll give you a brief little update in case you have not been in social media, in case you live under a rock, which quite frankly, can I live under it with you for a little bit? In case you are not aware and you're like, what are you babbling about? We don't know what you're talking about, Jess. Here's what has transpired this week in like 4 days. Basically, this all started on Monday. Well, actually, let's rewind. Let's go a little bit further back. So, as you've probably heard me talk about for a while, I've posted about it, I've shown pictures, done all the things. So Magical Expo is a an organizer that has put on events for about 5 years now. It started as a single event in Orlando, Kissimmee area, at a convention center, a hotel, where vendors and teachers and everybody kind of came together. And that now expanded into some cruises. So Magical, if you were part of that last year, or if you remember me talking about that last year, that was also part of So Magical. So So Magical itself had grown into more than just the expos. And I was fortunate enough to hear some information about it, be a little confused about it, and my good friend Charlie was the one that had told me a few years ago, like, you might want to look into this. This looks like something that would be right up your alley. They're accepting teachers' applications. And me being who I am, if I'm going to teach and it's not really close to home, I'm probably going to vend. So I kind of went all in. And being at that event, it got me back into doing shows, which was something I had postponed because of COVID. I mean, COVID canceled shows, but also afterwards, I was like, I don't know if I want to. And doing that show was huge for me, and it brought me into the bag making community in a way that I hadn't been before, in a way that made me feel so good. And because of going to this, I met people like Lauren, Beth, Brittany, Kathy. Like, I can go on and name all the people, Nicole, people that have become a crucial part of my life and very close friends of mine. And because of meeting them, and because of people such as Lauren having such a big influence on the bag making community, this shifted into a very bag heavy kind of event. It wasn't the original intention, but it went that way because of all of these people that that joined it and got into it and got involved in it. And it's one of those things that I look back and I'm like, I should have been with these people from the beginning and being part of this, but I wasn't. I was doing other things and trying different things, and I felt very at home. And I know that a lot of other people did as well, not just the vendors and the teachers, but the attendees. And I talked about it so much that my customers now wanted to go. My friends wanted to join me. Some of them did. Texas was an amazing show. I got to actually see and meet people in person. And I've done that at all the shows, but being able to, you see me every week, being able to see you, it was huge. It was absolutely massive. And it was great for my confidence. It was great for my business. It was great for everything. It really brought this community together. And so, with all that being said, sadly, on Monday, we all found out that Tennessee was essentially canceled. And as of right now, I'm not going to say that it's a fact because there's still stuff up in the air, but it was moved to virtual. And virtual to me is essentially canceling an event. Virtual classes, virtual retreats, you guys know a lot of you do my virtual retreats. Those are totally different. Virtual shopping events and shows, unfortunately, in my experience, don't work. I participated in a couple of them during COVID when none of us could go anywhere. It was an idea, it was an option. I thought, yeah, let's try it. And it didn't work. It's unfortunate. I know that the showrunners try to do different things and get us involved, but it just doesn't pan out that way. And so, because of this being canceled, and again, I am only here to state fact. I am not here to badmouth or trash talk anyone. If that is where this conversation goes, I'm going to have to kindly ask that you leave because that is just not something that I want here. I don't even want to have this conversation, but it needs to be had. So it's it's public. It's all over the internet at this point. It's in emails, it's on groups, it's in posts. Unfortunately, because of this very last minute cancellation, due to many factors that a lot of us will never totally understand or know because we are not involved in the back end, this left vendors and teachers and attendees out of a lot of money. Um, Refunds are slowly being handled, but not as quickly as people necessarily want them. Some people are out more money than others. And by saying this, I am not taking away from anyone. If you are one of the people that is just out a ticket, I'm sorry for you. If you are out airline and hotels and thousands of dollars in inventory, I'm also sorry for you. None of us got away unscathed. And myself personally, as a vendor and a teacher, I lost the opportunity to make money vending. I lost the opportunity to meet my students and to have my classes. My class, I actually only had one class this time. Those are the opportunities that I lost. I feel thankful in a weird way that I wasn't flying, so I did not lose an airline ticket. I had not booked my hotel yet for no reason other than sheer laziness. Maybe the back of my mind subconsciously was telling me just not, just don't right now. I don't know exactly why. It's been a note on my phone for weeks and I just haven't done it. So it was a weird blessing for me, but I do know that some people are completely devastated by this emotionally and financially. So when all this went down on Monday, my initial thought was, I'm just going to stay quiet. I'm not going to say anything because why should I say anything? People are saying a lot and they're saying it out of anger and they have every right to say that. So what am I going to come in and say? And then I kind of thought about it and thought about it. I have been on the phone and via phone call, message, audio message with Lauren and Nicole and Kathy and so many people all talking through our feelings about all of this and talking to my husband, talking to my mom and kind of gathering all of that. And by Tuesday, I realized I can't stay quiet. I can't just sit back and pretend because you guys know, you know that I'm involved in this. You have been texting me, emailing me, messaging me. You are all aware of the fact that I have a connection to this. I don't work for So Magical. I have no knowledge and had no knowledge prior to this happening, but my business was participating in these events. I just got back from Alaska like a month ago. So, you know that that's where I'm at. So, because of that, I knew that I had to say something. As in normal Jess fashion, I asked you to at least be kind about it. Believe me, be pissed off. You have every right to be. But I saw that that was happening in other places and people were venting and being angry. And I just wanted to try and keep that to a minimum in my groups if I could, just because I figured at least if there's one place that somebody could ask a question or speak up and not feel the hostility, maybe that would help. Um, with all that said, yes, this is a huge, huge loss for all of us. It is hugely devastating in the bag making community. Things are not being handled the way a lot of people, myself included, wish that they were. But putting all that aside, I haven't cried about this at all. I'm actually very proud of myself, and I think I'm going to be okay. Um, I think I'm so numb at this point that I have nothing. With all that being said, the thing that I have noticed that has stuck out to me more than anything is the unbelievable amount of support and community that I have seen pouring in. The bag making community as a whole was rocked by this, but they're angry in one direction, but towards the rest of us that are trying to pick up the pieces, some of us are hurting more than others. Some of us have shelled out a lot of money, some of us are kind of feeling fortunate right at the moment because of all of that, the support. I wish there was a bigger word than support because I'm blown away. I don't even know how to say thank you. It's been unreal to see everybody reaching out, sending an email, sending a text, sending me a message, posting, telling me I'm sending you a hug, I'm going to do whatever I want, asking me if they can give me money. And I'm like, guys, I love you for that, but like that's not what I'm here for. There are so many other ways that I would love support and I will explain that, but like yeah, financially this is a huge burden on every single one of us. But I will survive. I have a business. I didn't buy inventory specifically to make kits. I didn't do anything specifically for this. I own the cork. I bought the cork already. If I didn't sell it at the show or use it for a kit, I would sell it on my website. I have opportunities that not everybody has. So the first thing that I did in following in line with all of the people that I greatly respect who, took it upon themselves to gather the names, I put a listing out of all of the vendors because if you are looking to buy something right now, go shop in one of those vendors first. Give them the opportunity. If you need something for your bag making adventures or there anything, go shop those vendors because that is tremendous right now. But on top of that, the there's so many other ways that you can support everybody involved, myself included. It doesn't have to just be I went and bought stuff on your website. That's great. I'm not going to tell you not to, except maybe today since my website's not working. That's what I might cry about. But watch our videos and don't hit skip when you see an ad. Support us by liking our channels. Go and subscribe. Go and join our groups. Go and do all of that kind of stuff. If you're in a group and someone's like, "Hey, anybody know a good source for cork? Throw my name in there. Where do you get your vinyl? Throw more me know in there. Like put all the different things in there. Like I'm looking for a video on this. I think So Country has that video. Just put that on there so that you can continue spreading our names out, which helps us in the long run for all of this. So, I'm seeing questions kind of pop up and I'm not going to not answer those. It's just if I get all of this out, then I can clear my mind and move on to better things. One of the things that I just saw a few times is where is the list of vendors? If you are on social media, and I hope that you are at least on Facebook, because that seems to be the best place to go. I posted it in both of my groups. It's in the Cork Fanatics group and also the Pattern Dedication group. I believe it's in the Sew Whatever group. It was in the Sew Magical group. Don't really know where that's standing right now. It was in K Dill Handmade. It was in all of the groups that I could see, including my own. It's not easy to post that kind of stuff on Instagram because of the photo thing. But if I'm able to do that later, I might just do that as like a big comment. But you can, anyone that you have met and shopped with at any of the So Magical events, that we're all taking a hit right now. So we're all trying to keep positive and hope for the best, but we may or may not be reimbursed for all of this. And that's just kind of where we're at with everything. I don't really have much else to say about that. We're all just hoping for the best, and the support is unbelievable. So just keep in mind that there are human beings tied to all of this, and no matter how you're feeling, even if you just want to tell me in a post, that like you're great, but also here's how I feel. Just remember that human beings read these posts, and we don't have to take it to crazy extremes. Be mad, be angry, be everything you want to be. But just remember that somebody is reading what you're writing, whether it's the person you intend it for or somebody else that might be influenced poorly or misinterpreting something. One of the things that I did see, and I hope that this is a limited view, and I don't feel like this is a lot of people. There are there are a few people that are now questioning the integrity of all of us. And I understand, but also please do not group every one of us that's doing what we're doing in with one association that did not do well by people. Just because we went to these things does not mean that the rest of us are, doing bad thing or trying to do bad things by you. So I'm going to answer a few questions and then I'm going to tell you the good things that are happening because we're going to talk about the good stuff because we are not going to spend an entire hour being sad and miserable because I can do that on my own. So we don't need to do this as a group. Um, so Shelly, first of all, yes, I am older than you now. I am currently 75 years old. That is why I have grays, but I think I'm faring pretty well considering my massive jump in age. Charlie, for sure, we are going to have drinks during the virtual retreat. Not to say that I haven't had some of my own anyway, because sometimes a glass of wine really does make everything better. So do your dogs. My dogs definitely know that I've been a little bummed out this week, and they've been giving me extra snuggles. So highly recommend. Yes, this is very stressful, and we are doing everything that we can to make it less stressful. But that is life sometimes, and it's unfortunate, but it's what we have to live with right at the moment. So, um, thank you for all of your sympathy. I do appreciate that, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Zena, the annoying ads that I skip help you. Yes, it is true. It is true. The annoying ads, that's how we make money on YouTube. That's why some of the ads are not skippable. It's kind of your payment for being able to watch YouTube for free, but it's also our payment for being monetized. So I did a whole talk on YouTube, and we can touch base on that any other time that you want to. But yes, the annoying dumb ads that I wish were better. YouTube, come on, give me something at least exciting to watch. Give me like the Super Bowl commercial kind of ads. Yes, we that is how we make money. um, Chris, I'm going to read this out loud. Chris said, "I am blown away by all of you have come together to offer classes and events as an alternative. The last 2 years, I've become a devoted follower and customer of many of you. Thank you. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. And you are proud to be part of this community. So am I, more than I've ever felt before." Shelly, it is 5 o'clock somewhere, and I'm drinking coffee right now, but oh, Cheryl, that was a joke. I'm not actually 75. I just feel like I've aged a lot this week. Um, YouTube Premium. So I don't really have to answer this. Lauren was actually answering it too, but YouTube Premium, you do get the people, the creators do get paid for. It's just a different structure. But YouTube doesn't not pay us. They don't like pay us like crazy well. Like I'm not going to retire as a millionaire. I mean, maybe I will, but it won't be off of YouTube. But we that is part of being monetized. That's why they have like not restrictions, but like you got to check all the boxes before you're allowed to be monetized. If you guys really want to talk about this again, I'm happy to do this next week because I'm always looking for conversations to have. We did talk about it a while ago, but I'm more than happy to do that if you want. So, okay. So, Charlie, you do need to go out and buy a new industrial to Sam. It's for the greater good of the bag making community, and I really think that that would be a huge thing for all of us. If you just came out just to buy an industrial, Justin will understand. Just I'll talk to him. Don't worry. Okay, so so let's move forward. Okay. And I understand, Kimberly, I'm seeing what you're writing here. It was going to be your first, and it was going to be a very exciting one for me because a lot of the people that I see, I don't get to see all the time. And so these are the events that we look forward to, the in-person meetings and the hugs and all this stuff and everything. And like we look forward to it so much. Terry, thank you so much for sharing the vendor page. That is amazing. So, so here we go. Let's move into a positive light because I'm really excited about this. And because I can say whatever I want on my channel, and even though Lauren is watching, I'm gonna spotlight her for all of you who haven't noticed because Lauren had because of So Magical and meeting her, Lauren has become a very close friend of mine, and it's not something I ever imagined. You watch people on YouTube and you just love them to pieces and think that they're amazing human beings, and then you get to meet them and realize that they really are, and then they become your friends, and you leave each other ridiculous text messages, and you get to hang out with each other, and Lauren has become one of those people for me. And as much respect and admiration as I had for her prior to this, it has doubled over the last 4 days. Because, in case you did not know, what I say we, but let's be honest, I didn't really have a lot in this planning. Because of Lauren and her team and her inclusion of any of us that wanted to be involved, we have now shifted many, not all, but many of our classes over to the Sew Whatever Studios. Sew Whatever Studios is Lauren's classroom. It is in Belleville, Illinois. I always reference it as St. Louis because that's the closest big city and it's where you would fly into. So I use them interchangeably. Yes, I know they're two different states. Geography is not my strong suit, but I do know that much. So, because of her quick thinking and her readiness to just jump into action, she involved any of us that wanted to be involved and put together a smaller, but I think unbelievably huge event for all of us. So I'm going to read to you the teachers because I want all of them to have the recognition so you know who's going to be there. Um, all of these teachers will be there. Some of them are going to be vending. Some of them are teaching all of their classes from So Magical. I have one. I'm just going to teach my class and I'm also going to vend. My mom's going to come with me because we were taking a trip anyway. But the people that are going to be there, and if you signed up and didn't get an email, we're going to talk about that too. I want to make sure that you got your email. I posted this as many places as I could, but my following on my other social media platforms is not as large as this one. So I'm hoping I can reach as many people as possible. And Lauren does not want or need credit. And I don't give a shit. Okay. So obviously Lauren's going to be there. She has her classes. Monica from Castine Handcrafted will be there. Brittany from the Imperium. Am I saying? Melissa is coming and loaning us machines. So we basically have two different rooms going at the same time. Lauren has her industrials, and Melissa is bringing her domestics, but they're jukies. So I think they're in between. Perfect. She's bringing hers. Melissa is she hates recognition, but I can do whatever I want here. She is from Wizardry Geeky. She has two different names. I never know which one to recognize. Beth from Country Cow. Beth, I got that right. I hope. I tried to go through and make sure that I got all of the your business names too. Georgie from So George, So Country. I did get it right. Okay. Me. Uh, Josie. Well, Josie doesn't teach, but Josie is part of Lauren's team. She will be there. Kathy from K Dill Handmade. She is teaching. Louise from. Oh my God, I'm gonna have a moment. L. The L is in her name. Somebody, Brittany, somebody throw it out there. Louise is teaching, and Roberta Haythorn, made by L. Thank you. And Roberta Haythorn, I don't know what her business name is either. So if you would throw that in there, if you know as well. I was scrambling and I didn't get all of the information. So that is the roster that is lined up on top of those classes being taught in the domestic room and the industrial room. Lauren has also offered to any of us that want to that we are able to vend. It's going to be an indoor outdoor event. So the indoor will be the classes, the demos, all that good stuff. Outdoors, we will have some vendors. Lauren was talking about possibly getting a food truck, which how cool would that be? I love food trucks. If there's details that she wants to add, I'm going to let her add them in the comments because I don't have every single detail. Um, I'm trying not to burp, excuse me, but I burp a lot anyway, as you know if you watch my blooper reel. There it is. Okay. Indoor will be vendors. I'm a dingling. Okay, indoor will be a vendors and teachers. We are going to have so many cool things going on. Lauren also was talking about possibly adding some extra classes. So if you're coming and and you're excited and maybe you're only taking one class, stay for the whole time. Like there's going to be cool things to do. We can't have everybody inside at one time, fire hazards, but we're going to do everything that we can. And I can assure you, everyone on that list is so pumped to do this that we are so excited that we have the opportunity, and we're just so excited to see each other and to do this and to stand by each other. We are ready to help in any way that we can, whether it's helping, you know, Mormino or it's helping other teachers, whatever we can do. So it's going to be an amazing weekend. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be an event that we all needed, and I personally hope that it becomes an annual thing. I can't say that it will. That's not my place. But what a cool thing and what a great opportunity. Now, I did see Helene had just popped in and said that you have tickets and you haven't heard from your teachers. I cannot speak for every teacher because not every teacher participated in this event. Lauren's big focus in her classroom is set up for bag making. So if you had anything not bag making, they might not have participated. They also, even if they were bag making teachers, might have chosen to do something else. There are some other events happening. Somebody else was trying, I think her name is Jennifer, was trying to put on an event at the same time in Nashville so that if you had things set up that you didn't have to cancel them. So I can only speak for what I am participating in. I don't have all of the other information for that. But if you go onto Facebook, you will find a lot of answers. And there's also some new groups that are being formed. I think the one is called SME Florida and Tennessee ticket holders. And I think in that group, they have a listing of all of the things that are happening. And Lauren just answered that other question. The when, it's August 30th to September 1st. It's the same dates that we're going to be for Sew Magical. So, um, unfortunately, Helene and anybody else who's asking, I don't have all of the information, and a lot of us also can't access things, so I don't have all of that. If you are trying to get a hold of your teachers, or if you're trying to find out information, you can ask around on the internet because a lot of those people have found information. You can send an email to So Magical, but I don't know how quickly that will be answered. Um, I apologize. I wish I had all the answers. I've wished that my whole life and I just don't. It's unfortunate, but because of this literally happening within 4 days, like this happened on Monday, and Lauren and her team put an email out yesterday. So in like 3.5 days, everything was like rushing through. So let me kind of also fill in those blanks. My hair. And again, Lauren, Brittany, anybody else that wants to kind of you know, like kind of fill in or fix what I'm saying incorrectly, please do that. I know you guys are on here. So yesterday's email that went out, it did not go out from the individual teachers. It went out directly from Mormino. And the reason is it has been coordinated through the Mormino website. It is not each of us coordinating it separately. So Lauren and her team put together an email, sent it out to everybody that was in these teachers' classes. Okay. So that went out. We are giving first dibs because this is all for those students. We are giving first dibs to any seats in our classes to the students that already paid because that is the right thing to do. We can't open this up to everybody yet. Okay. So hang in there. So this first email is going to be it's just to those students. If you were on any of the rosters of the teachers' names that I read off, you're going to get the opportunity first. Now, each of us is handling things slightly differently. All of those teachers will be at headquarters teaching in person. Some of us, myself included, are also doing it as a Zoom, as an option. Not everybody is set up to do that. So have some grace and understand that that's not for everybody. Some people are doing that, some people are not. I know that I am, so we'll discuss that in a minute. If you already signed up and paid through So Magical and you paid for your ticket, we are not charging you. We are not charging you to be a student again. You already paid, you already put your money out there. We are not asking you to pay. What we are asking is that if you have been reimbursed, if you are one of the fortunate ones that did get a reimbursement, that you then pay the teacher directly. If you did not, we are okay with that. I don't think any of us is upset with that as an option. We all agreed to that and decided that's what we wanted to do. Now, as far as your kits are concerned, again, I can't explain or I can't as far as kits are concerned, each of the teachers has to handle that based on what they are financially able to do. I am going to speak for myself and myself only. Each of the teachers is doing what they need to do and what feels comfortable for them financially. So, respectfully, please just know that. I am only telling you what I, Jessica Vandenberg, am doing. I am not asking anybody that has put out money for a kit and has not been reimbursed for it to pay me for a kit. Yes, I am out that money. I am going to be totally transparent, not because I am asking for anybody to give sympathy to me, but because I know that morally it's what I want to do. And I know that financially I am able to do that. I am not wealthy. I am not going to pretend that I am. I'm not going to pretend that this year has not been a hard year on every small business, including my own, but it is what I chose. It is a conversation that Eric and I had that we both decided to do, that if you have already paid for a kit for my class, regardless of the fact that I was not paid for that kit, I am giving you your kit. Everybody else is handling it the way that they have to handle it. So please be respectful towards the rest of the teachers. Lauren just said, okay, so I'm going to ignore that for just a second. So, as far as the virtual option, I am also not charging you for that. As far as my students are concerned that were already, well, there's really no other nice way to say it, but the ones that already got screwed over. Okay, there, I said it. I was rude. But the ones that are already in that situation, that already signed up, paid their money, put their stuff out there, they are not, I am not asking them for a dime. Now, I had somebody email me today who said, I was reimbursed for my class, so I'm going to pay you for the class. And that is what Lauren has asked the students to do, because Mormino is not taking this money. They're not charging us and they're not taking any of this. They're giving it back to the teachers. That has always been what they wanted to do. Now, with all that being said, if you are a student and you got that email, you have basically until the weekend is over to claim your spot. After that, Lauren said more than likely Monday, like 10 a.m., possibly Sunday evening, but more than likely Monday. That email is going to be sent out to other, or not, I don't even know it's an email. It will be open to the public. So if you are sitting here watching, and Beth, I'm going to use you because I can, because I don't think Beth was signed up. Beth lives in Illinois. She's close by to headquarters. She wasn't signed up for So Magical. I'm going to say maybe she was, but I'm going to pretend she was not. And Beth decides, you know what? I want to go. I want to take some of these classes, and there's spots open with some teachers I want to take classes with. Now you have that opportunity to go ahead and sign up for that. You also can then come shop. You can do, you can come watch the demos. You can do the other things. There will be a nominal fee for anyone that was not directly affected by So Magical, because we have to pay for a little something, but it is nowhere near what you would normally pay for a class with any of us at any of our locations. So it is a very, very small amount. And you would also be paying for your kits, and you would pay directly to the teacher for those kits. So we are taking care of the students first that were affected, and then we are opening it up because that is the most fair to everyone. If you disagree with that, which I highly doubt any of you do, I'm baffled. But I think you would all understand that that's why. So we want to fill this space. We as the teachers want to fill this space for everybody involved. So we have a cap, unfortunately, because there's only so many people that we can have. But we want to fill this space. We want you to come. We want to talk to you and hug you and have the kits and have the experience. We want to still give you an experience that we are able to give you. So that leads me now into something else that I wanted to say. Two things actually. And Elle, you are right. This community is awesome. Um, I am very transparent with all of you. There's very rarely a subject that I am not willing to discuss. There are some, but there's not a lot. Can you come and just shop? As far as I know, yes. I don't think Lauren's going to say no to that, but I will let her answer you for sure. As far as the fact that I have not been paid is public, I'm not doing this because I'm asking you to give me anything. I literally would much rather have your support in the way of subscribing, following, doing all that kind of stuff. Like, give me the long run support. I don't, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned with you being like, well, you seem hard up. Let me send you money. That's not what I'm asking. I am telling you this because I want you to understand the position that all of us are in, that all of us who have been affected by this. There are ticket holders who have lost money. There are vendors who have invested in things who have not been paid. I lost my booth fee. I genuinely hope that in somewhere in the future I get it back, but I'm not sure that that's going to happen. I don't know. I can't speak to that because I don't know. I was not paid for my kits. Some people were given some money for their kits. It's been kind of scattered. I was not paid anything for those. But as I said, in all fairness to everyone and being transparent, I did not front extra money for kits. I use my inventory that I've already paid for that I sell. So I'm fine. And a lot of us are fine, and some of us are not. And just be respectful, shop with the people you can, do the things that you can, talk about what a great community we have. That means more to me than anything else. I am I don't I don't want the students who already put up money for kits to have to pay. And I also did not feel comfortable just being like, see you guys later, I'm out. Now I don't have to do anything. That was never a question in my mind. And while I was debating back and forth of how to handle it properly, before I even could get the words out, Eric said to me, I think that it's the right thing to do. Just eat it. It's a loss on your end, but it will be a gain further on. Give them their kits for free. And he's 100% right. So it was a decision we made together, but I mean, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Eric said it before I could even think it. So that's the choice that I made. So that's where we're at. Let me answer a couple questions and then we're going to rewind for a minute. Actually, we're going to go forward. We're still being positive here. Okay, so Marie wanted to know, can you just come and shop? And Lauren said, yes, but you still need a ticket. And the reason is, again, we don't need 300 people showing up at one time. As fun as that sounds, we have to be really careful about that. So, um, now, are the spaces going to be limited for virtual and Zoom? Before I answered that, I think Lauren did, and she said the spaces for Zoom are only available to those signed up for the SME, so Magical Expo, during the classes. What Jess chooses to do with her other Zoom is up to her. I didn't talk about my other Zoom yet, Lauren. So that's going to be the other thing I'm going to give you guys. I have an opportunity for every one of you that was like, well, I wasn't even going to So Magical. So what do? I want to do something cool. So what I have decided, after thoroughly confusing my husband by talking about two different things at the same time, trying to explain to him going to St. Louis and then also, oh no, it's fine, Lauren, don't worry about it. Because that was my last thing I wanted to talk about. I have a rat infestation. Actually, just my dogs, but they scare me sometimes because I forget they're here. It's only been a month. So I did not mention this yet, but I'm going to mention it now because Lauren spilled the beans on you. Let me just say this, because so many of you have been so wonderful, so supportive, so eager to do something, so just behind us. I feel like you all have our backs in a way that I didn't even know was possible. There's something extra that I want to offer up to to anybody that was not part of So Magical, who wanted to, lend some support, have some fun, hang out, do all that kind of stuff. So even if you were part of So Magical, but you weren't signed up for my class, whatever the case may be, I am going to offer to everybody, open to the whole world, my own Zoom class on August 24th. So it is a Saturday. I picked a Saturday specifically because I want to include everybody that works full time and can do it. on Saturday the 24th, I am going to have a Zoom class for the Jane Wallet. The Jane Wallet is the one that I'm teaching. That was my original class that I was supposed to do. You will not be required to pay for that Zoom. In order to get that Zoom link, you are going to just purchase a kit. I'm going to have Jane kits available. I'm going to have this posted as soon as I can because again, my website is not working properly. I can't do anything today. But I pushed this out as far as I could. I picked the furthest Saturday that I was available in August. It is the Saturday before I head to St. Louis because I can't do anything in September or most of October. So I am not charging you for the class. Normally, there would be a class fee, and then you would also have your requirement to purchase all of your things. You are not required to do that. You are going to just buy a kit. And in that kit, you're going to have your Zoom link. So you are getting a free class for purchasing a kit. Yes, it's not 100% free. I do have to make some kind of income. It's kind of what I do for a living. So in buying a kit, you also get a free class with that. And unfortunately, I am not able to record the Zoom classes. I don't pay for that level of Zoom anymore. So it will need to be treated like an in-person class where when you're here, you get the information, and when you leave, it's not available anymore. It's not something I will send to you. But it is, it's something that you can also watch if you don't make it to the entire class, or if you can't watch every part of it. You will also be able to watch the tutorial on my YouTube channel, which is just a straight up tutorial. But I am doing this Zoom class for $48, and that is the fee that I was charging for the kits to Sew Magical. So for $48, you are getting a kit with a pattern, and you're also getting a Zoom class to go with it. That is something that I am offering. So you can, hopefully that's something that appeals to a few of you and you like that idea. And that is, that is kind of the other thing that I'm doing to bring even more people together that maybe can't make it, weren't part of that, whatever the case may be. So I haven't done a Zoom class in a while. I thought it would be kind of fun. And I feel like $48 is not a whole lot to get for all that you're getting. You're getting a class, you're getting all that. So the next thing that you want are details, right? You want to know when and what time and what the kits look like. I don't have that right now because again, I literally just decided that this morning. Decided an hour before we went on that this is what I wanted to do. And I can't put the listing on my website until the domain gets it fixed. So send all of your happy thoughts and karma that way. Send it all towards my website that it gets fixed. It will probably be a 5 to 6 hour class, more than likely. If it's okay with all of you, if you are good with it, I would love to do the kits as kind of a surprise kit. Maybe I'll have that as an option just because it would be kind of fun and easier on me and my inventory to not have to go through and do all that. It would be kind of fun. You're welcome to like add a note and be like, I'm really not a fan of red, and I won't give you red. And I'm not going to do anything outrageous like send you like cheetah print. I know it's not for everybody, but if you're okay with that, if you're not, I will try to put a few options up that are basic kind of options. This happens super quick. I'm planning as I'm talking. Um, I will put up the times, I will put up all the things. Now, somebody had asked, I saw a comment here and I also got an email. Is any of this affecting the Linda Sew Along that is planned for August 17th? No. My losing the show at So Magical has nothing to do with it. Me adding on a a Zoom class and a sew along, they are not tied together. They are totally separate things. Me not going away has zero to do with anything that I'm doing. I am not going to not host my sew along. I'm still hosting the sew along on the 17th. That is a $10 charge because you're prepaying for your pattern. So the sew along is live on YouTube. You can watch that, not watch that. You can do whatever you want. That's totally up to you. Your $10 gets you your cutting list, and it also gets you your pattern prepaid. So when the pattern comes out, you don't have to do that. You don't have to pay twice. The Zoom class is different because if you've never done a Zoom class, it's like this. It's mostly my hands you look at, it's not my face, but it's me showing you all the steps and doing all the things together. And it's a class where you don't have to leave your house. So they're two different things. They're totally not affected by anything else that is happening. So Linda Sew Along, August 17th. Find the information on the patterns page. Zoom for the Jane wallet, that is going to be on August 24th. Is there going to be a limit to the number of people for Zoom? Yes, unfortunately there is, because I can only see so many faces at once. But the limit is pretty large. I can see, I think 49, I know it's such a weird number, people on my MacBook. So I'm not going to put a very small, like it's only going to be 5 people. I'm going to put a fairly large, limit number on that Zoom. Good Lord. I've talked too much this week. But no, I'm burping again. So there will be quite a large number. Now, if this goes tremendously well and it sells out, maybe we'll do another one. Maybe we'll plan this for another one, because the support and love that you're showing me, I want to give back to you. So, yeah, you're getting a free class out of it, but I'm totally good with it. So, okay, the August 17th sew along, which is okay. I know there's a lot of stuff being thrown at you. Let's start from the beginning. August 17th is the Linda Sew Along. If you want to sign up and get your cutting information, you're going to go to the patterns page. That's already up there because it happened before website troubles. You can pay the $10, you get your cutting information, you're good to go. You watch on YouTube on the 17th. I think it starts at 2 p.m. It's all written out for you. The Jane Zoom is not out there yet because website problems. It will be there as soon as possible. I'm hoping today. They told me 24 hours. It's been 24 hours. I'm super impatient, as are the rest of you. I am hoping that the website is back up and running properly today. As soon as it is, Jane information will be on there. It will have times, it will have info, it will have all the stuff that you need. And yes, Eastern. Everything for me is always Eastern. I'm in New York. So I don't know if that's EST or EDT. I don't know what the difference is. Please don't ask me. But it's whatever time it is in New York, that's what time I'm on. So those are those two. The week after, August 30th through September 1st, I will be physically in Belleville teaching at the Mormino Sew Whatever studio. Okay. So the sew along at our pace. Yes and no. Just remember it, like the New Year's Eve sew along, I have to kind of, keep things going. I have to kind of keep things, at a steady pace. But you can always go back and watch later. Can we sign up for Linda now? Yes. The one thing that you are able to do on the website is anything that is patterns. I don't know what that meant. Patterns, because you don't have options to pick. And you can also buy gift cards. That's it. You can't do anything else that requires a choice. If you go on to ordering a piece of cork, there's no choice. So that's the part that the drop down part is not there. The option for colors on a template or on a Charlotte kit of hardware, those are not there. So if you desperately want to order that, add a note that just says what you want. But as of right now, the drop downs are not there. So, okay. Did I get all the things? I think I got all the things. Lauren, if I miss anything or mess anything up, please tell everybody. And I'm going to also go through questions. What did I also answer? Okay. Jane Wallet, 24th. Linda Sew Along, 17th. I will try to make a formal post about all of this as soon as I can. I am seriously, though, I am spent. This week has been tremendously unsettling for me. I am not accomplishing anything. I'll show you what I did sew this week. It's pathetic. Let's see here. Okay. So, yes, you can sign up for Linda right now. Yes, you can purchase patterns. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you, Jill. Bertini, can we sign up for retreats on your website? I think so, because there's no choices on those. So I believe you can go ahead and do that. If there's anything that you are in dire need of, and my website is screwing you up royally right now, send me an email, not a message or a comment. Send me an email and just be like, I really need to get this piece of cork. I'm desperate. I can't wait for you to get your life together. send me an email. I can always send you a PayPal or Square invoice. We have options, guys. We just don't have all of the options in front of us because of all of that, because of stupid things. So that is there a kit for Linda? No, because that was also on my ever growing to do list for this week. And then, yeah, the shit hit the fan and it's everywhere. So I'm going to work on that as quickly as I can. Um, Please just remember, as I mentioned earlier, that we are all human beings and mentally I am not well right now. It might seem like I'm doing great, but I'm not. I'm having a struggle right now to even focus on minimum task. So I'm doing everything that I can. I'm doing everything that I can. Um, when will we get the cutting instructions for Linda? You got them when you signed up. It's in your receipt. There's a PDF link. And speaking of that, again, if you signed up and for some reason it went to your spam or you deleted it or whatever, just send me an email. I can look that up. Um, in the going along with the honesty, um, Nancy said she loves how honest we are, and here I am. I made a small error, and the error is not something it's not like a bad, it's not like I messed up your cutting. If you signed up for Linda, you got your cutting instructions. However, you didn't get the templates that you need. There are templates that you're going to need to cut some of your pieces. The reason is I'm a dipshit. I don't really have an excuse. I forgot to include them on the PDF. Again, I'm trying to get that updated, and if you do it later, you should have all of those because I'm going to add that to the PDF. If you didn't get it, I'm planning on putting an email together in the next few days, hopefully by next week, and saying, "Hey, here's your templates," because I can't post them publicly because that's not fair. You guys paid and other people didn't, and it's part of the pattern. So you will be getting the templates really, really soon. I just have to get them to you. So if you already signed up, I will be sending a group email. And if by like the end of next week, you're like, hey, I didn't get anything from you, send me an email and just be like, I signed up and I didn't get templates, and I'll send you the PDF templates for Linda. Um, I'm trying. I'm trying everything I can right now. I feel like I've said that a lot, but I am trying. So Lauren is posting and I'm seeing her comments. I don't know if the rest of you are not. But Lauren, what's your email address? I think I know it, but I just don't want to write the wrong one. But it shouldn't be hiding it. I'm seeing most of what you're saying, Lauren. I don't know if YouTube's being stupid. I just found out that my mom can't comment and she's subscribed. So like I don't understand. Um, okay. Thank you, Terry. We do still have time. Don't stress. Don't stress is like telling me not to have gray hair. There's only so much I can control, and I'm trying so hard not to. So, thank you. I appreciate all of you telling me that I'm awesome and I'm great. And yes, Trisha, the Linda hardware kit is the same as the hardware kit. Lauren, I'll make you an admin. How do I do that? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, wait, can I add you as a moderator? Yeah, yeah. Can manage block words, can blah, 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 can review a standard. Yeah, save. I already did, I think. Lauren is now a moderator. Yes, Lauren's a moderator on my channel forever. So I did. Lauren's also Lauren also has been encouraging me to do all of the things that I don't always do. So she's now become like my boss, but I needed that boss. So she's been telling me all the things that I need to do because she's awesome. And yeah. So now she's stuck with me for life because now she's a moderator on my channel. So if you see any weird things, it's because Lauren did it. And that is the other thing I wanted to add. Did I say enough? You might want to rewatch this at like half the speed because I feel like I'm talking 8,000 miles an hour. I'm sorry. I'm starting to feel a little bit, I'm starting to feel calmer. I'm not sweating as much. Um, if you're coming, if you're coming to Sew Whatever Studio, to Mormino headquarters, to us making things happen to 2024, we're also going to have a bag making panel. No idea what that means. I think we're going to answer questions or ask questions. I don't know. But we're also gonna have bingo. Who doesn't want to play bingo? Come on, that sounds amazing. So I have a fly on my head. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I do. The back door is open for the dogs, so there's a fly in here who wants to make his cameo on YouTube. Yeah, there's a fly. It's you're not seeing things. Let's say Eric may have something to say about Lauren being your boss. He gets zero say in this because I'm his boss. And Zena, I think you asked before and I didn't get to answer you. Oh my god. And it shut off. Here it is. It came back. Um the evil EVL cork, can you request that? You can for your kit. It is a little on the lower side, but I will do the best that I can. But even if I can't give you one of Eric's corks, at least that gives me an idea of where you're going, and maybe that will also help me to to pick a good cork for you. So um bingo. Bingo is not stressful. It's well, I mean, it can be, but it's going to be fun. This is going to be fun bingo. Will the bag making panel be recorded to view for those of us who can't make it? I think that's a fantastic idea. But we'll see. That will be up to Team Mormino to decide. I mean, I think it would be pretty cool. It's something that we probably should have done a long time ago when we tried to do this once before, but whatever. Bingo is going to be chill and fun. It sure is. I'm very excited. So, um, I threw so much information at you guys in 1 hour and 1 minute. Did I answer all your questions? Did I make anybody feel better about themselves today? I feel better about myself because you guys make me feel better. Thank you again for the love and the support and the virtual hugs and hopefully the in-person hugs and all the stuff. And you're not alone. You are not alone. We are not alone. We have each other and we are going to make this bigger and better than we imagine. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. And thank you to literally everybody who jumped on and was like, yes, we want to participate. So I hope that even if you were not affected by this, even if you are not planning to go to Nashville, I hope that you will all come and, a lot of you will sign up. I want to sell this out, sell this weekend out. Yes, it's Labor Day weekend. I do know that. But what else are you doing on Labor Day weekend except hanging out with us? Like, come on. Just it's central. It's in the middle of the United States. Get on a plane, a bus, a train, a car, come. Like this is this we are requesting this from you. We want this. We want to see as many of you as possible. I am feverishly shaking a bottle of paint for no reason. Um, I'm gonna go drink more coffee. So, okay. Thank you all. And yes, hit the like button. Follow all of our pages, join all of them. Get all of our numbers up and talk about all of us as much as you can in a positive happy way. So, and oh, Lauren, thank you. I forgot. I totally forgot this. If you're interested in donating a bit to help with the costs, it would be going towards the teachers. Lauren, before I click off, can you put the link here so that they have it? It is not a shameless way of us asking you for money, but I know that a lot of you want to do this, and this is like something that you want to do, and you just don't know what else to do to support us. If you want to, throw $10 at us, just to, it's going towards the teachers, it's going towards the cost of this that we are all basically covering ourselves. You are not obligated. Please don't, excuse me, please don't think that you are obligated to do that in any way whatsoever. But if that's something that you feel that you want to do, instead of specifically picking one of us and saying, hey, let me throw some money towards you, Lauren is putting up a link. Hopefully, she's going to do that. That's why I'm going to keep on rambling until she does. And then you can go, it's through PayPal. And if you want to do any of that, she's putting the money towards all of the teachers who are doing all this stuff, all the stuff. Drink the wine. If we already own the Jane pattern and want to do the Zoom, is there going to be a different price? Yes, I will put up different listings. So if you already have Zoom, no. If you already own Jane, you don't have to buy the pattern twice. And if you also would prefer that it was digital, you can also, pick the one without the pattern and then you can get it digitally. No, we are not begging. We've already sent money. So, YouTube might be hiding it, but if you are interested in that, if that's something that you want, send an email directly to Lauren and she will get that for you. Um, and the links don't seem to be working. I think that it's something that YouTube is doing, but if there's anything that you want that we haven't posted online, just email Lauren or email me and we'll get the information to you. Sometimes the social media and the apps try to hide things because they don't like it because they get stupid. So if you send us an email, somebody will get you the information. That's probably more than likely what's happening because YouTube is like, no, no, you can't make money outside of here. We don't like that. So we will take care of this. And last question. Sorry if you already answered this. When will the Jane kits be available besides the website issue? As soon as the website is fixed, I'm going to start working on doing the listings. I'm afraid to make them now and then possibly have them like get deleted. So I'm going to aim for early next week and I will keep you guys updated on social media with what's going on and anything else that I have information wise. I am posting in both of the Facebook groups. A lot of stuff is also in the Sew Whatever group. So if you're on Facebook, a lot of stuff is there. And if you don't do Facebook and you feel like you're missing out, send me an email. I'll also try to put stuff on my website when it stops being a butthole. Lauren, can you add the link to your website? moremeknow.com, moremeknow.com. And Kathy's here. Okay. That was a whole lot. And I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about this week. And here we are at 12:06. Okay. Are there any more questions before we sail off? Feel awesome as you are and breathe. All of you. All of you need to feel awesome. So, yes, this bag making community is my world. It is everything to me. And I will fight every tooth and nail in every way that I can to make sure that it is a wonderful place and that it does not go away. So don't lose hope on us. Don't give up on any of us because we're doing everything we can. And I love you too, Lauren. I love all of you. Okay. I didn't cry. I'm so proud of myself. I'm sweating a little. Okay. Kim, the liquor store is next door, so I might have some extra wine because while drinking doesn't solve all your problems, it solves some of them. And that's all. Okay. Go sew. Oh, the really, 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 really quick. I am working. I'm not working fast, but I'm working. A new pattern is coming. Okay. I'm gonna go. I love you guys. I love you all. And I will see you all in person, in Zoom, or online as much as I can. Okay.